ICAST rolling on here at the Strike King booth with Mr. Tennessee River himself, Mark Rose. Mark, Strike King has come out with so many awesome baits, especially for like the Tennessee River. When big is in, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. We saw the 10XD last couple years, and now Strike King is at it again with a big giant square bill. That thing's massive.
Yeah, this is one of the things I love about working for a company like Strike King is they're staying on the cutting edge of technology. They're so innovative, and you know, this year the one niche thing that we really didn't have out there was a big square bill. All up and down the Tennessee River, you're seeing it with the spoons and all that talk right now. There's these big gizzard shad, and that's where those big bass hang around. They're going to hang around the biggest bait. So we've got a bait that you can get on top of those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foot shallow bars, flats basically, what we call the muscle bed flats, and fish push that bait up on them. The biggest shad you'll see them porpoising, that's where the Strike King 8.0 square bill is really going to come in handy. The thing I like about this thing is the hook hangers are far enough apart where you can put like big 2 and 3/0 hooks on this thing. It's our basic, you know, KVD square bill, like what we have in the 1.0 all the way up to the 2.5, but you just got this really big profile of bait. I mean, this is a quite a mouthful for a big old bass. So just a big old profile. It's bigger than the 2.5. It's just going to catch those bigger fish.
What size line you going to throw that on?
I'm going to throw it on 15.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
15 and 20.
Okay.
17 probably. 15 and 17 is going to be the deal.
Okay.
You just can't get enough 20-pound line on to make a long enough cast with a crankbait, in my opinion. Okay. So 15 is going to be the line of choice for me.
What kind of depth are we getting out of that monster?
7 foot.
Okay.
7 foot. You know, of course, I'm going to throw this bait in 2 and 3 foot of water so it dig down there. That's right. Okay. Just a good big bait for fishing shallow flats.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. What other tricks you got over here? I know a newer rendition of the structure jig.
We've got several new baits, but a couple of them that I'm really liking is the square big, and we've got a jointed structure jig here. You know, it's just going to add a whole lot more action. You get on top of those flats, and even on drops and stuff, we make it in a 3/8, half, and 3/4 size. You can match it. It's perfectly matched with a Strike King new Rage Bug, which I'm really loving. This thing's good if you flip it in mats, if you want to use it on the back of a Rage blade or just whatever. It's just a really good trailer. Has a lot of action, but I'm really liking it because it's basically a swing bait. You know, it swings, it pivots. You get a lot of good action out of it, and we found that the structure jig design really comes through cover, not just mussels and rocks and things like that, but if you've got brush piles and stumps and things like that mixed in there, the structure jig is the best design for it. There's other football style swing heads out there, but not going to come through quite as cover near as well. So the structure jig is going to be perfect for situations like that.
How are you going to fish that? Throw it and drag it, or are you going to swim it?
15-pound line, and I'm swimming it kind of like a mix between a crankbait and a swim jig.
Okay.
Something right in between. I'm just going to stay down there.
Stuff.
Yep, I'm trying to stay as close as I can to the bottom. If I reel 5 or 6 times and I'm not touching something, I'm going to let it sit, and I'm going to get it down there close to the bottom. And just reeling it, it's basically a swim jig way down there deep.
Okay.
And we've got a neat little version of that. We've got our, we've had the Rage blade out last year, and it had a solid blade on it. We've got a naked version of it this year. It's just a clear blade. We've got a blade minnow to go on the back of it that we've designed. It's just a jointed minnow. It comes in real clear water colors. But this is going to be more of a clear water version of the swinging type swim jigs, the bladed swim jig. This is just a clear version of it, and we're going to have it in 3/8, you know, half-ounce size, which is the most popular size.
When you don't want a lot of flash.
Right. Anytime you want to throw a bladed jig out there, like we do in Florida when we're snapping it out of the hydrilla and we're getting a little stained water, this is just going to be a clear water version of this. I really look forward to using this bait at the Forest Wood Cup this year and trying it out in Lake Murray's clear water.
Sounds good. Well, we appreciate the tackle tour here at Strike King. We look forward to seeing you over there at Lake Murray.
Look forward to it.